rebuttal, and 3 minutes to answer the question, and then you'll have 1 minute for rebuttal to his answer.
I think that adds up to 4 for me.
4 for you, 1 for you. You both are at 4.
I got the math
right.
I got the math.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, Frank. There's no question that the Virginia economy needs to undergo some shifts. The change in federal funding, cutbacks at the Pentagon and such, really require that Virginia diversify its economy and become less dependent on government-related funding. The governor, in fact, just yesterday was talking about how hard the administration is working to attract new business to Virginia, and I expect to go to Richmond and help in that regard. But let me give you more than 3, if that's okay, Frank, if I can break the rules just a little bit. The first thing that I think is absolutely critical to the Virginia economy in the 21st century is going to be jobs through clean technology and energy innovation. I am in favor of increasing our renewable portfolio standards, providing incentives to get there, mandatory energy efficiency standards. We ought to be incentivizing large and small businesses to be engaging in solar power, putting windmills in places, and providing tax incentives for doing that. I talked last week about a company that is about a quarter mile that away. It's called O-Power. This is the kind of company I want to incentivize and we need to bring to Virginia. It's a company that works with utilities all around the country, helping its customers get more efficient. That company, now just a few years old, has worldwide offices and over 500 employees. Let me repeat that. 500 employees, many of those jobs right here in Northern Virginia. Those are the kinds of companies we need to bring to Northern Virginia for the 21st century economy. There's also, Dave and I had a conversation last week about wind and solar power. Clearly that is the wave of the future, and Virginia needs to be at the forefront of that effort. There was a study recently that showed that we're number 27 in the country with respect to clean technology. We need to be number 1, and we can be number 1. There was a question that was asked last week about wind power, and let me just tell you something that happened last year. Last year, Dominion Power won a lease from the Interior Department for offshore wind down off of Norfolk. And Dominion Power said, quote, "Offshore wind has the potential to provide the largest scalable renewable resource in Virginia. The Department of Interior lease that it has could generate enough power for 500,000 homes. That's the kind of thing we need to be thinking about in terms of the future of our economy. Dave commented last week, well, wind power doesn't work because the wind doesn't always blow. Well, when Dominion won that lease, here's what Governor McDonald had to say about that lease. Quote, "Virginia's port and maritime assets and the gradual slope of the outer continental shelf and consistent offshore wind speeds make this a natural geographic location to develop offshore wind resources at a commercial scale. We have a robust commercial shipbuilding industry and other assets that make Hampton Roads and the Commonwealth an attractive candidate to become the center of construction and logistical support to develop the Mid-Atlantic's coastal energy resources." We need to be thinking like that, thinking forward about how Virginia, here, right in the middle of the Mid-Atlantic, could become the leader on wind and solar. That's the way we diversify our economy. There's other things we're already doing and we need to do more of. There's a cybersecurity incubator at CIT. Cybersecurity, a huge new technology and industry. 2 of actually my nephews, our nephews-in-law, are in the industry. We need to be encouraging and attracting companies like that to Virginia. Virginia's got a one-stop business portal already up. We need to do better so that people who want to come to Virginia and start companies have a place to go. It literally lays out for them how they can start companies. We need, of course, broadband access everywhere in Virginia. The economy will not expand the way we need it to unless we get broadband all around Virginia.
Thank you.